right, so here we are going to go ahead and do my weekly spread for my personal journal here. So of course we have the inspiration. This is going to be going all the way through February. I have a lot of the same materials and things like that I'll be using, just rearranging. So with that in mind, I mean, other than if I try anything really unusual or whatever, I think I'm just going to kind of do this as kind of a quick setup. I do need to get it set up though, because we are now into the week of first week of February. Do not have dates because I'm going to be waiting. I have ordered some stickers that just have not arrived. I'm hoping they come soon, and then I can come back and I'll backdate. But ultimately what I'm trying to do is kind of the idea is that the dates would go here, 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 and here, and writing would be kind of on this side, and then I'm gonna have something down here. And then over here, we're gonna do the opposite, where the dates go here, but the decorations and stuff are kind of in the middle there. So I'm going to start by covering up a few things because I don't really need these particular things. One of them being the life balance here. So this is kind of the first big piece that I'm going to be kind of building, and kind of looking through it, and it's kind of those Asian lanterns kind of thing. Let's see, where do we want to put that? And something along those lines. I'm just kind of building, kind of seeing how I like the look of that. So that's actually pretty good. I think we'll do that right there. So once again, I need to get this stuck on first, which is always fun whenever you're trying to get the stickers off. So that's a bit of washi that is a sticker. They come in these shapes. Nice and stuck. And then we have the acetate. So I need to grab my gesso because I do prefer the gesso with this. Really finding lots of great uses for the gesso, and very, very happy about that. So it's going to get quite crunchy sounding. And I apologize for that. But I'm going to use some wax paper to do the actual gluing. So last time I did it, it kind of got everywhere, and I don't want that to happen, and I don't want it to get onto my actual planner either, and I just don't have the room to do this someplace else. So just going to paint some on the back like I did last time. Love whenever I have a material or a tool or a supply of some sort that I can use again and again on multiple projects and stuff. And so the gesso is really showing up. I've been using it to do my coloring because I wanted to use watercolors, and I've used that. So that started doing that this week, and really liking how that's coming out right now. As you can see, there's a little bit of residue on there. That's why I did it with the wax paper. And let's just go ahead and place him up here. And now I'm going to go ahead and gesso through the paper once I make sure that I've got it placed right, because it's not placed right. There we go. Okay. But being very careful about not getting it all over, because, like I said, if I want to use my fountain pen just bleeds all over this. All right, I'm going to leave that little spot to dry because I'd like it to dry really well before I start doing anything more. And then we're going to move down to this little corner down here. Bring this back over, do a quick gesso on the back of this little rice paper here. So pretty colors. But I am letting the papers kind of dictate my color schemes, and that way I don't, you know, professionals come up with these color schemes, and it's a lot easier to figure out what I need to either purchase, if I need to purchase anything to build on this. So I'm very, very happy about that. Covering that, and now I'm going to come back in with the gesso just like I did before. I want to be very careful because I know I'm probably going to write above this at some point, so I don't want to make that too much of a mess with the gesso. And then I'm going to stick this little memo. Again, this comes from, is like the back of one of these. And so it showed a little memo. I just cut it to size. So, you know, I'm getting, and I'm going to place it right about there. And I'm going to actually go ahead and use my Tombow liquid glue for this. It's a little bit heavier because it is a very nice little cardstock. Not a heavy, heavy one, but perfect. Here, we're going to put that in there. So kind of using even the packing materials, and that's what's kind of cool about these creative journals. The amount of stuff that you can kind of just gather is quite impressive. And yeah, I need to put a little bit of glue under here. So it's kind of sticking out. And then I have a freebie that was from one of the, I believe it's from the same place, and we're going to make it look like it's a little memo pad just by sticking that little clip on there. All right. And then on top of that, because I am wanting to kind of track budget-wise some things, I want to go ahead and we're going to slap this little guy, also from AdoreNeko, just for me to be able to have a place to kind of track any spending that I did this week, because I want to start getting that kind of more aware of what I'm spending and where I'm spending it at. All right, so we're going to move to the other side here, and we're going to start at the top, and I will have a few more stickers and stuff that I want to come back and kind of add here and there. But for right now, I just want to get a lot of this just down. So you will recognize these stickers. These are the MU series once again. I will try to find this sticker group that I'm using. Dang it. All right. Yeah, because that's all right. So we can start putting the stickers there. I'm kind of really gonna build this top part up. And this is what I like about these little guys, because you can really build them up if you want. But it does take that you cut each one of them out individually to do this. All right, well, we're going to just start building them. And that means I need something to rub, which actually I could just use my brush here. And remember before I was using my Apple pencil, most expensive rub-on scraper, I guess. But this one, yeah, I can also just use these, use the little kid's brush here. And if you see me lay it back down, it's because a little bit hadn't gotten rubbed off. So I want to make sure I can see it as I pick it up if there's anything that didn't get rubbed on to the paper, so I can go back over it. But you need to do it slowly so you can lay it right back down. There's just one little teeny tiny bit. There it goes. Make sure I get the rest of this. There we go. Nice and clean. That means everything's on the and we're going to go ahead and finish out this little bit right here. So for me, it's because of these rub-ons, and I really like them. They just have this wonderful watercolor delicateness about them, and you know, being able to have them go anywhere and be able, you know, and be able to build it the way that I like it is even better. Oh. Now that's the other thing too. Luckily, they are kind of see-through, so I can position them back if something comes off. There we go. Yeah, I don't know that I really want to use this. I probably should use something other than this. Hold on, let me go get something. Yeah, I went ahead and went and got my Apple pencil. I will find something else and probably give it an order at some point than using the Apple, because that thing, it's not cheap. There we go. And let's see. So one of the things that I need to try to figure out how to get into my weekly routine is, yeah, there we go. Doesn't everybody, I don't know why I cannot seem to get this incorporated. I think because it's probably not of a great importance to me, which is not good, but at the same time, that's truth. I'm not a big one, you know, for exercise anyway, but I really need to start finding time in my schedule because I think I'm just over scheduling myself then. So we're just going to put that. That's kind of the focus word for me to be trying to figure out how do I get this into my schedule one way or the other. And I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of the gessoing on top over it, decoupage it a bit, and I think that's gonna, oh, and then I have one more little flower that I'm just gonna, that I obviously cut out with the intention of using, and we'll just put him right over here. So, there we go. So just gonna use that. Don't know what that is, but I have to write over it. So now I'm going to build the bottom part down here, which this one is going to be a little bit more of a creative thing. I'm just trying to balance out. We're kind of heavy in the middle, which is kind of what I wanted because I'll have the writing all on the outside and here as well. So I think something more along. And you know I like to have similar elements on both to kind of bring these two pieces. So we have this one to here. There'll be some of these florals that I'll probably put in and around here, and then we'll just kind of keep building from there. All right, I kind of like that, balancing that out. So it's just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. Now these are just, you know, things that have been ripped off from other small scrap pieces. I'm keeping everything that I can if I think that it's something I might be able to use, because I do have a full month of decorating that I need to make sure I have enough, but I think I do have plenty. I'm hoping to not have tons left over at the end. So, you know, use your stuff. And that's what I'm trying to train myself to start doing more of, is I just need to really use the things that I've bought, purchased, especially for these kind of reasons, and just get on with it. Saving my supplies doesn't make any sense. There's not going to be a chance of an Armageddon where craft supplies are going to be the only thing we need. And I think regardless, between books and craft supplies, I probably will be still just fine. And if not, I know where some of you guys live and you have much better stashes than I do. So I'll find you. But we just will never have the space that I've had in the past for all this, and the amount of stuff that I've had to let go of in the past couple of years because of the moves and things we've done. I'm just trying to get in the habit of, you know, use it. Use it. I'm going to bring back in some of my stickers and also some of these other washi ones. But again, I want to make sure everything is dry. So I will do a quick cleanup and then we will finish up with just some of the extra little stickers I have and kind of get the rest of it. Well, it looks pretty good so far. Pretty happy with it. I need to clean up. All right, so it looks like most things are dry. When I'm kind of looking at this, I want to add more florals. This is pretty heavy florals, and there's no other ones that are anyplace else. So I'm thinking I might want to add a few florals down here, or maybe even down in this little part to kind of bring it across. So I'm going to look at the ones that I have and see what I want to do here. Now, I also think that I want to bring something down here. Or do I just want to put it there? I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to do kind of like that, and I like that as well. Actually, maybe I'll do it more like that. It does interrupt the writing quite a lot, so maybe I'll do that instead. This little corner, we're just going to do a little tiny little flower. Now this will get filled in with lots of writing, and that's the point of it. So I'm not, and then if after I get done, if I see some more things that I want to add to it, I do know that I'll have a couple of my books and things to put in there, the books that I've completed. So this little guy is going to go here. So other than not having the dates, which is something that I'm waiting and I really hope shows up sometime this week, this will be my first week, and I will just write in it and note things that happen along the way, thoughts that I'm having. Again, this is my creative journal, my kind of space to, put my thoughts and feelings and notes about things that are going on in the personal part of my life versus the book nester part. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I really love doing this. I will be going forward and doing the following 4 weeks. Again, it's all going to kind of coincide and look very similar using the same style materials for the month of February. So I hope you're out there finding plenty of time to plan time for yourself. Until next week, bye for now.